Alrighty, Chad. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? Sorry man, I didn't even schedule the stream, but we are here. It's Ezekiel, good morning, good morning. Kigo.
What's up, guys?
Guys, I made the cut. I wasn't invited for the housewarming, but best man and MC I will take. I was gunning for being the pastor as well, but
Yeah, we couldn't just have like you do everything, bro.
yeah, so Keegan, I'm gonna give Pastor G a go there. But Chad, hope you guys are doing well. No ceasefire. JD Vance dropping the ball there over the weekend. I think to a large degree, yeah, markets are going to go their own way. I think anything Trump says now for the remainder of his term, you got to take with a pinch of salt, or you first need to actually see it happen. Because, yeah, I think it could be an age thing, Keeks, where he's just maybe getting a little bit delusional now.
I think he's getting a bit soft at his old age now, bro.
Oh no, that man is on his own little side quest. But Chad, hope the boot camp was good. Sadly missed it, but the recording is out, and all the notes and the presentation is there for you guys. Chad, but it's going to be a good week, busy week on the deck, so we're going to see how it goes. Petition to live stream the wedding. Maybe I get. Can you live stream from those Meta glasses?
I don't know. I think you could try.
I almost thought Jex is gonna say petition to live stream the honeymoon.
Sure.
Jex, come on, Jexy. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna get going here. As always, we're gonna start off the right way here. We're gonna pray. I'm gonna ask you guys if you can be so kind as to bow your heads and let's pray and let's get the week going. Father, I just want to thank you for another week. Thank you for bringing us all back safely here. I pray above all else that whatever we do, that we will glorify your name. Thank you that we can trust you. Thank you that your word says, do not worry. Do not worry about anything, Father, good or bad. We just put this week in your hands. We pray above all else that your name will be glorified through everything we do. And we just pray for wisdom, guidance, and your leading, Father. We just pray that every single day that we will trust you no matter what, and that everything will go according to your will. I pray that we will put our own will down, Father, and that we will accept the will that you have for us, and that we will walk in that and be liberated by it. I pray for each and everyone in the chat, each and everyone watching, each and everyone that engages with our platform, our community as a whole, Father. I just pray your hand of blessing over them. And I just want to thank you for the opportunities you give us every single day and every good and faithful gift that comes from your hand. I pray this and I ask this in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And those that believe it can drop an amen. Those that are in agreement.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Alrighty, Chad, let's get straight into it. Somewhat of a busy week. I see we've got some IMF meetings here.
Hey, Brian.
Day 4 waiting for Chris reply. Okay, Bryce, let me see if I.
It's now or never.
Let me see if I see Bryce. Yeah.
Hey, Brian, we're gonna have our own Oprah Winfrey moment there. Bro, I think that wedding will make history. I'll be paying the lobola for everyone. Did you actually find the message?
Yeah. Okay, Brian. Bryce, I sent you our office address there. Pop in when you're ready. Entry criteria is just 2 saddles, 2 sweeteners.
Bro, it's just, please don't do the one thing like the guys, someone don't think about is, if anything, just don't pop in when we're on the stream, because that just makes it a bit awkward.
Yeah. Alrighty, Chad, let's get going here. We've got some IMF meetings today. International Monetary Fund, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Tuesday, we've got quite a bit of data coming out of China. That's going to be a good one to monitor. PPI on Tuesday as well. We've got a few central bank speakers. Wednesday, we've got again a few central bank speakers. Beige Book, Christine Lagarde. Thursday, again, China data. CPI from, I don't know why it's mid-tier though for Europe. I guess they think Europe is mid. Initial jobless claims, and then Friday relatively straightforward. Okay, quick one here. Let's get straight into it. Actually did a full breakdown with the guys, so I'm just going to give you a shortened one. Dollar for me is bearish on the weekly. We've got a confirmed resistance there. We basically broke out of this zone there. However, I do expect dollar to first give us some type of pullback. Alright, so do not be surprised if we first go and close that gap. Also, if you look at this beautiful uptrend we had, that uptrend was snapped, and you could see a deeper pullback, even up to that level, before we continue back down. Okay, so we definitely started breaking structure back to the downside. Got this gap to fill. So effectively, we want to see dollar first go a little bit bullish before we go bearish. Okay, so for me, very simple here today. 2 levels that I'm going to monitor on the dollar. It's going to be these lows where I want to see the dollar find support. Okay, or it's this level where I actually want to see the dollar break through. We already found some resistance. That was basically our value area high from Thursday. So during the open there, rejecting. So these are the 2 levels. If we reject there again, it's going to be relatively range bound, and we can actually go and fill that gap down lower. All right, gold weekly. Let's have a look here. Gold on the weekly, beautiful, super clean, super bullish. Not super bullish, but bullish. We've got that weekly support down there. We've got this potential weekly resistance area there. Okay, that's where the demand popped in from the last time we were trading there. So that is one to keep in mind. Daily, however, a little bit trickier on the daily. A little bit of a failed breakout here at these highs, and what I showed the guys here this morning as well is we initially had that breakout attempt there, failed, closed back above, no continuation higher, closure back inside of the range. So that is relatively bearish in the short term. However, we've got our confirmed support down there. All right, so we can be relatively range bound here for the week on gold, or not the week, the first part of the week. Then what I'm looking for in terms of potential setups here this morning, very simple, is that I'm looking for potential shorts after the gap close. Okay, that is where I want to look short on gold, and then potential longs down here depending on how we trade at that level. Okay, so nothing in between here for me. I will be waiting for that pullback there to potentially get long, or I'm going to get short from there. All right, Those are the two setups that I'm looking for on gold. Then jumping over to DAXI on the weekly. Let's quickly have a look here on the week. Beautiful candle closures here on the weekly. Closure back inside of that range. We've got a beautiful confirmed support on the weekly, and then we've got these weekly ranges to play in. So could see a little bit of a deeper pullback into that zone before the continuation higher. And if we just remit this zone a little bit higher, that could be your support area. We are effectively bearish on the day. Okay, are effectively bearish. Two setups that I'm looking for here on DAXI this morning is I'm looking for potential longs from down there. Okay, deeper pullback. Actually looking for longs anywhere along those lines down there. And then I'm looking for shorts if we pull back into that area there. Okay, so in between here, nothing much for me. I want to first see us go low, and round about this zone here is where I will start to look for my reversal plays. Okay, otherwise I'm going to look for reversal plays back to the downside up there. Nasdaq, let's quickly have a look here for you guys. Nasdaq on the weekly, solid bullish weekly candle closure last week, and that is a confirmed weekly support. I'm going to show you guys on the daily. We had this level that we were looking at. No retest on the backside as of yet, so we broke through. It's quite a contentious zone, and I do think we will see a retest on the backside of it before we continue higher. This is going to be our working range for the week. That's going to be your range high. That's going to be your range low. Okay, and then if I drop down to a lower time frame, let's quickly look at the setups that I am looking at. Okay, I'm looking short from both of these levels. Okay, looking for that move back lower, so I would love to see a push maybe now during London, and then later during NYSE I want to look for potential shorts there. Can only get bullish on Nasdaq's once we trade above here. Okay, up until then just looking to fade any move to the upside. BTC, quick one here, weekly. Weekly not looking too bad, not looking incredible though. We've got a range low here. We've got a range high up there. We've been in this range for 10 weeks. Okay, so bullish on the weekly. Daily time frame, however, looking a little bit soft. There's that weekly zone we rejected. Could see how we pull back and then potentially trade higher, but bearish on the day for me. And then on the lower time frame, two zones that I'm monitoring on BTC. Longs from these lows down here, okay, and then shorts from there, just playing inside of this range, nothing in between here. And I believe that is it. US 30, let me do a bonus round here for you guys on US 30. US 30, same thing as with NAS, beautiful, solid bullish weekly candle closures. Our working range for the week, range low, range high. Okay, daily is pulling back into this zone. I want to see a pullback at least to that level, a little bit of a retest. I think you can also see that we actually broke this little bit of a downtrend we've got. Let's see if I pull something there. Ooh, okay, there's another one there for Brian. Ooh, alrighty, okay, little saucy one there. Now looking at price, this is the first short zone that I shared with the guys this morning. A little bit out of session, but I want to look short either here. So let's see if we can get another push up, and then I want to check the rejection there. Short there, and short here as well. Alright, so short, short, short. Longs are only valid for me way down here. Alright. So I am short, Keeks.
You short, bro.
Short, double shot. But we're gonna go over to Kiki.
Alright, guys. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start off with the dollar. So now, again, as I said to you guys, last week really been messy for me. Now, two things happened. So we're going to obviously talk a little bit quickly about news last week, Friday. That CPI thing for me, as I said to the guys, what was interesting is that we had the higher print. Really expected dollar as well to really shoot bullish, which we never got. So for me, that was a bit of the interesting one. But as we trade bearish over there, I said to them that was the idea we were going to have still a neutral outlook. We're starting off now, two things we can see going into this day and start of this week. I'm still going to relatively stay neutral. Now, why do I say that is, again, two things. We spoke about this last week when we had this gap here, if you guys remember. But the same idea that if we are going to close this gap, we are going to go for it now, okay? If we don't and we fail, we are bouncing off the weekly pivot. So as you always say, Monday, Tuesday, let's say we're going to be bearish, then this is our high of the week, and we're going to trade bearish after that. So what I want to see now is very simply, do we start to fail there and break back down? Then yes, we're going for that, and we start to trade bearish. We also now have given up the 99,000 area, that psychological number, and we also traded underneath the 200, okay? But again, we never really broke through there from technical. We obviously gapped down. So two things for me, I always say when this is kind of news related, if you want to put it onto that aspect, I want to see this be filled before we just naturally move again to the downside. So I'm still going to have a neutral aspect on the dollar, even though as it stands right now, we are technically quite bearish, okay? So yeah, even though we've had lows of the day already been swept, Asia low and previous daily high, I want to see, can this thing get back underneath? That's where it goes bearish. If not, this can be the start of the pullback for us to go close that gap to the top side, okay? With indices, very interesting, obviously, with the news. That's that gap down. Now, two things for me. If you look at where we were talking about the monthlies and weeklies, we've also traded from the monthly pivot. We traded away that we're already at the monthly R1 and now gapping down. So there's a part of me, I still really do like an idea of a sell on indices, purely just because we obviously have all of this open momentum to the downside. But again, I'm not going to get stuck in that idea of blindsiding myself in tunnel vision just to be like, oh, look at all this, like we have to just go for sells. I'm going to still be very open-minded to the idea of we have a buy continuation. The thing is that we also traded with a gap, so anytime we're going to be looking for buys here, we're going to be looking for the idea of us trading up. Now, two things about indices is that we traded down and we have held, obviously we're creating our Asia lows, trading back up above daily S3. So when you look at the daily range, we are quite extended. Daily S3, we are now back at the daily S2. The thing for me is, you can see we really started to lose momentum. We finally broke through, literally had one candle pop off, and then we've gone right back into a little range again. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, because the buyers definitely are not looking strong where they should be going into this one-way traffic right now. So the thing for me is, I don't really want to be buying here at the high of the day. So I would need to see some type of pullback, and then we can look for a buy. But if we don't get anything there, again, the idea of breaking back underneath, almost the daily S2 holding as that resistance level for us, then we trade back down again, daily S3, and then Asia lows, and we can move bearish again from that point. So we want to see where volume comes, but I think we'll get that play probably New York session. Lastly, with gold, something very, very similar, but as we stand, I must say I'm still liking sells. For me, if you think about it, when we talk about the technical, this clearly did break our structure to the downside. So in essence, we haven't just seen a valid hold yet, but all this is really becoming is, that's obviously our extension leg. This is now the pullback before we extend further down again, okay? So we are holding that monthly pivot, the same idea, we want to trade away, but while we stand here, we need to just get that set point of basically a new lower high before we then go for that low. So we just want to see what's happening. When you look at this, even on a 4 hour, this is not clear. This is still very, very much chop. A little bit of a gap again, so same idea, but we are holding that monthly right now. So as it stands, this monthly with the 200 over there, two things are going to happen for me. We are either going to get a nice entry criteria to get our break and then re-enter sells to the downside. Otherwise, we actually could get a bit of a break, but I would want to see something quite a bit explosive that hold again, and then that's where I'm going to look to go long from that point. But again, what's going to happen, and when I'm talking about seeing those moves, I want to see volume, because whether it's the buyers or the sellers coming in, I want to see that they're taking action here, that they really are trying to do something, because I don't want to get involved in a trade and we go right back into range. Alright, so guys, that's everything from me. It is still the first session of the week, so I'm not going to force anything, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. Thank you for that, Keegan. Keegan is getting to that age where you sleep with a pillow under your leg and your back is out the next morning. A pillow has got the power to do that. Absolutely crack your back out.
And I'm still meant to go freaking running tonight.
Kribo again with the big words, contentious. I don't even know what that word means. Don't even know how to spell it. Contentious. Controversial. Contentious. Alrighty, Chad. We've got 20 seconds here. Nothing really immediately in zone now. Alrighty, Chad, with that being said, markets are open and in motion. Let's get ready. Round one. Ding, ding, ding. Fight. Alrighty. US 30 is in zone, yeah. Let's see what US 30 is gonna do. So set some alerts
Do we have, what news do we have this week? Any major news?
Not major, but there is some news.
Today nothing. Tomorrow PPR. Wednesday nothing. Thursday nothing. Okay, so we basically just have tomorrow PPR.
Taxi. War premium. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to chase.
Yeah.
I don't know how I set meetings, but I don't even know about.
What meeting did you set now?
11
Alright, gold, so that's what we want to see, but now let's see a little bit of a pullback.
You're looking long or short?
I want to see what it does on the pullback. If that pullback doesn't hold, I'll sell. If it holds, I'm gonna buy.
I didn't even check the 4 outlet. Nah, I'm liking the shorts there at that gap fill. What is the 4-hour play though today?
No 4-hour play.
No 4-hour play. Oh, DAX might be chalked here for us. I think we might get gold. Oh, let me just put the watermark back on. PPI. Just gonna have to be patient, Kiki.
Rude patience pays, eh?
Just gonna have to be patient, yeah. How's the weekend, guys? Is the weekend good?
What did everyone else get up to?
I fell asleep again during the Masters last night. I couldn't do it. I would have actually loved if Cam Young or Justin Rose won it, but big ups to Rory.
Hey, back to back, bro. But he battled a bit there.
Yeah,
on
bro.
Sunday, and
it
then,
just
then he came into it.
It just shows you what pressure does. So he literally almost played level par from his second day.
Bro, but
So literally he closed on minus 12 on day 2. So for 2 days straight, he didn't advance.
But you know, my thing is like, and the whole thing was like he was so chilled about everything, because you check out the whole week he was like just flying back and forth on his private jet, like just spend time with the family. And when he's like, I still just have to quickly take my daughter to school,
Then I fly
then
back.
I fly back.
That's
Fuck.
different, bro. It's a different life.
No, he's like, no, I really had to put some miles on my $50 million jet quickly.
Yeah, they asked him why didn't he play the 3 tournaments before, and it's like, yo, I just don't really like them, and it's just better taking Paige to school and then flying down here to Augusta.
Had a great weekend at the wives' family reunion, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Scotty is a machine, guys. Don't discount our boy Scotty. Scotty Sheffer.
Anyone liking the stream? Let's get the lights up, guys. Let's go for a Blue Monday, yeah. There we go. A little bit short of that fill, though.
Gold, we need a little bit higher. DAX is completely out of zone. US 30 is in zone. So let's see. US 30 is gonna produce. The thing is, US 30 is in a very awkward zone, yeah.
Bro. And other than that, schoolboy rugby.
Yeah.
Did you see Stellenberg beat Paul Rus? Stellenberg is official #1 in the country.
What?
They've slayed all the giants. Paulchem, Grey College, and now Paul Rus.
Stellenberg.
What is going on?
Good morning. Eggs, you're looking for longs on gold. What do you think? Long. Technically gold should go long because I want to start looking for shorts after the gap fill. So in all essence, technically it should go long.
I wonder what's in this protein shakes. But the thing for me, which is very interesting, and I think it's the political side, I want to see what they're going to do when they get to Craven Week. Because I think if I'm correct,
No
that
protein.
Stellenberg side, I think only has one Craven Week player.
Really?
So my thing is,
From the previous year.
yeah, so my thing is I want to see like if they're really going to go on performances and boost up the guys who just are playing well, or are they going to go political and still choose the guys who they know are like consistent, maybe not playing well as a team right now, but those are your players. I mean, when you think, for example, Western Province and that, bro, 90% are just, it's Paul Rus, Paul Boys, Paul you'll maybe have the one or two from Weinberg and Bosch, and that's about it. Those other guys are all like either in the academy teams or like the first 15 if they have an invitational. Lol, why when I write keeks it changes to eggs? Lol. Yo, okay. That's a first.
Jen is on your eggs there, my bro. Oh, you guys are naughty. Yeah, we just have to be patient there, ladies and gents.
It's only 10 minutes into the session, guys.
Is it only 10?
Only 10 minutes.
Jason, I'm already...
Chris is itching here for a trade.
Okay, this doesn't look like a reversal on US 30, if I'm being very honest with you guys. So I do think we get another pop higher. Then potentially the reversal. NAS. Yeah, NAS I think we might only get there in NYSE. But I wanted to grind into that level for us. And then gold as well, I want to get involved there. Only thing is this is quite a big level, this 5-day moving average. So, yeah, it's a big level. So we might not even get there. So we might get some longs down here. Okay, US that is the only one in zone here for us. DAX also needs to put in quite a bit of a shift here before we can get involved. Yeah, Jared, I think Asia just changed our sleep schedule.
That's the way, bro. Then we just sleep through London.
But there's periods, eh? There's periods where London is going to be shit and NYSE is going to be good. And then there's going to be periods where London is good and NYSE is going to range. It's so bright, so bright. Okay. I'm gonna focus on US 30 here for a bit.
Man's trading some indices there in New York, in London.
I'm just gonna see if I can just catch an in and outer gigs.
In and outer.
In and out burger, yeah. As is looking to be the weaker one, yeah. But US 30 it shall be.
I won't lie, I think I was actually meant to be in my sell already, but I'm gonna wait for this 5 to just close out.
What's that on gold?
Gold, yeah.
Hey, Kiki.
But I'm gonna wait for this 5.
Kiki. I'm just gonna. I have no trading account, but I'm here. We'll go to demo till month end. I'm here for vibes and education. Nothing wrong with that, Lorenzo.
A new possibility. A new day. May I please have this dance?
I think there, if this closes, I'm actually gonna rip now.
I'm done with London, Kribo. I'm done with London, bro. I told you these are paper trades.
Alright guys, so that's my first one for the week.
So, may I please?
Okay,
That was
that's
a biggish stop, so we're going with 130.
yeah, Brian. I'm also literally waiting for that gap fill if we can get it on gold and then short from there.
Yeah, I think for me is I would enjoy the gap fill more. Like I do think it would be better, but I got my entry criteria now, so gotta go for it.
Morning, Spun. Morning. No, I think patience will pay. Keeks, are you in shorts?
Yeah, bro.
I don't know why Keeks does that with the P&L thing. Like, I even thought at one stage you're in longs.
Bro. You gotta get with the times, yeah. You wanna be in the blues, don't you not?
Okay, that makes sense. Alright,
I will
dude.
be bleak if my first trade of the week was a sniper entry into drawdown.
I don't think it's horrific though.
No, as I said, I would like the gap closure first, but yeah, entry criteria was there, so I had to take that. Keys, you're going against me, lol. A Well, maybe I might just be the liquidity for you. At least there were one of us will win here today. In from 25. Okay, nice.
Anyone else see how fast fights can be made after what they know? What did he do, JSE? I didn't watch any fights. What did our boy Dana? Wait. BTC. We are DK. Dana is on Trump's. I don't know, Jakes. You have to say the full word there. Dana is on Trump's chin. Dana is on Trump's card. I don't know what you said there, Jakes. You gotta speak your mind, my brother. Don't hold back. Speak to me. Trump said he must add a fight to the card, and he did it. Dana. Okay, let's quickly have a look here. On the hourly.
Yo, Evan, you're gonna be waiting a while, bro. Buy stops 47.85.
Sheesh, and I might get my short here on US30. I might get my shorts, Kiki.
Up there, bro.
I get the feeling that White House card gonna flop. Yeah, I'm not even. He doesn't want to make big fights. It's just weird. Alrighty. 1 minute. Can we get the US 30 shorts? Doom, 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 doom. Stops for the US 30 trade anywhere between 30 to 35 points. I'm gonna work my stops on a 35. Okay.
Order filled.
I am short, ladies and gents. Stops 35. Hi everyone, can't talk about the baddies with the deep voice. Oh, I see what you did there. Dana! Yes bro, but she is a baddie and her voice is deep. Keys, I just want to show them my position quickly. Alrighty guys, US 30 shorts. I'm literally just going 1 to 1. Greedy target could be there, like a 1 to 2. But we just want to get on the board here. So 1 to 1, I'll lock it in. Dana. Bro, but is Dana a baddie? Would you classify? I know she's older, but
No, I still would say she is.
I'm not gonna judge you like you.
No, I'd say she is.
Dana the baddie. Dana.
Bro, this goal is gonna play with me, yeah. They can be all the NBA baddies if we don't take care of the elderly.
What did he say?
They can be older and be a baddie if you said we don't take care of the elderly.
Kribo on stream. Anna D, thank you so much, my brother. Ah, my sister. Keeks coming up the big day. Let's get the tough questions out the way. Who's Mia Gossard?
Also a big South African influencer. Manne, Stomperson, watch his neck 30 minutes, sinking ship. Bro, brass, if this thing does an A, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm over it. Gold! Nah, that's because I know you, Brian. I know you, bro. Good morning, people. What's up? What's up? Rory taking 17 years for the green jacket and making it 2 in a row. Yeah. Yeah, Branch, that's what I said, bro. End of the day, it's part of it, eh? Like I said, you kind of have to accept the losses. So, I mean, we still not even halfway yet, but like I said, it's entry criteria. So I can't be emotional about the trade, and as I would ideally have liked that we got gap closure first, but we got entry criteria there, so we're ripped. Being a trader now feels like we are personally fighting in this war.
Bro. US 30. US 30. Okay, let's see what she's gonna do.
Big say, imagine USD just stopped me out. What were you in on USD?
Shorts.
Were
No,
you?
I'm still in. No, I'm still in. Doesn't look good though.
At least you guys have volume, bro. I don't have any volume here.
I wouldn't say volume though. Chad, I'm still in with a chip and a chair, yeah. Bro, this thing just grinds its tits off. Yeah, today. Without even a slight pullback, yeah.
Maybe a little brutality.
Nah, brother, this would be... Thing is, DXY is almost at that level. Let's check. And then BTC is almost in zone. Yeah, JSE, here's the thing. We can definitely go long. That gap fill is a magnet. However, if you purely look at where we are trading relative to the daily VWAP and the point of control, let me not say, oh, we can't go higher. Like, we can, but we are quite extended on the day. So the shorts make a lot more sense than the longs, if I'm being very, very honest. Like, we can easily pull back to there. It's just a case of we need to reject this zone here, this value area from Thursday. The issue is, if we actually hold above this, then it's going to pump the short sellers. Like, there we initially had our first test this morning. And now it looks like we're actually trying to hold above. So I looked at this 5-year coming back below that level with the idea that, okay, failing to hold above. But yeah, let's see. Let's see.
Alright, when you're coming to Cape Town, I don't know. Don't know. It's been a while since we've been in Cape Town though.
How did the previous hourly... Oh, hey, bro.
We just actually have vibing with these trades now, bro.
Where's DT when you need him? Paparazzi tweet there. It's only 33 points. It's, bro, Keegs, am I asking for too much on US 30? 33 points.
Nah, bro. Think about the cracker was 60 points in a minute. You can do 30 there, bro.
Okay, let me go pee quick. Pee, Keegs, not a poo. I'll see you guys now.
Oh, we don't need that now, bro.
Where's your trade running? Which one is yours? Is close to entry. I want to keep it there on your wall. I don't want to scare my one. I don't want to scare my little trade ski there.
If you're eligible, should you take it? Which one do you refer to? Keegan, what did you take on prop firm payouts? If you're eligible, should you take it? Yeah, my bro. The biggest thing people forget with prop firms is to pay themselves. Especially if it's your first one. If your first one, you take it because then you also get your deposit back. So then the account is officially risk-free after that point. You've literally got nothing to lose on that account other than an asset. Yeah, no, Bryce, I'm holding, bro. I don't like that we keep holding because as much as this is our entry underneath, that is the monthly pivot, and we are holding that quite strongly. And even though we bounce in, if you do notice, every time we bounce in, we are getting higher. So if this pulls now and we go higher again, I think we're in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. Keys, I see gold rejected on the 15-minute 200 EMA. Yeah, but I think that's where we talk about prices fractal. So if you look there, for example, 15-minute, you rejected there. On the 5-minute, we're rejecting, yeah. So we're holding the 5. Holding the 5, bouncing up the 15. One of them are going to give. So it's a case of which one gives. If you go to the 1 also held over there. So it's just a case of, like I say, you use those as confluencies, but I mean, you still have to let it play out because, I mean, it only makes sense if you've got them in different directions. Like we obviously do cross over them, so one of them is going to hold and the others is going to break, and that's going to be the crossover. Oh.
US 30, don't play with us. Don't play with us, US 30. fucking hate indices, bro. Ah. Good morning, Amina. Ah, JSE. The times you look for continuations, it would reverse. The times you look for reversals, it continues. Nah, it's straddling the traders at these highs.
I'm worried about it getting knocked there, bro.
Oh, Jax. I fucking hate indices, bro. Yeah, this is not looking good for us.
Not even good for either of us. Oh, there we go. I said to you guys if this thing's gonna make a new high again.
Come on, US steady. We are not asking for a lot here.
Bro, you know actually how sad it is that this is like just over 100 pips. Like this used to be nothing for gold.
Hando pips.
Mom's sitting in a range here.
Easy P. PVP. Okay, US 30, do it now for the boys. Do it now for the boys.
Sure. We're gonna have to, bro.
Come on, US 30. A little bit more. I think Nas setting up here.
Hey, Bryce. I told you there, bro. If it bounced that third time making that high, we're gonna be in trouble.
You know what's gonna make, if we get a win on US30 so sweet, Keeks,
Yeah.
is the fact that we waited almost 30 minutes for 30 points. Yo. 30 for 30. Things this level is causing a little bit of trouble there. Oh, but it's way down though. This feeling.
My back just got blown up, my god.
This back's being blown out here.
Well, they do say day trading is supposed to be, or say trading is supposed to be boring.
Alrighty guys, I'm just gonna give you a quick update here on the position. We are basically ranging here. I'm gonna give it another couple of minutes. We're trading quite extended to start off the week, which is relatively normal, because we've got that gap to fill. However, I cannot see us just rallying from here. Let me not say I cannot see that, because the market's here that they will rally from there. But at least like the 200 EMA is sitting somewhere down here on the 1 minute. Just even a 200 EMA pullback into this zone, and then we can run. Nasdaq, a little bit of a counter trend there. I was actually thinking Nas could potentially break out, looking at DAX. DAX having a little bit of a fake out there. Dollar on that 5-day simple moving average. Okay, so that is quite a key zone. Right, so expect some price movement from there. And then gold as well at that 5-day. So at a zone where it can potentially reverse. I would still love to get involved with gold there. 47.50, so I'm just gonna wait. BTC as well, I just want to see a little bit lower dip into that zone. And then DAX is completely out of zone for me. So I'm going to give it a couple of more minutes. See how the hourly is going to close bullish from the looks of it. 15 minute is holding that breakout zone. I would ideally love for this 15 to close below there. And then hourly is going to close weak bullish, but still bullish nonetheless. And then our 4 hour has got no bottom wick. Interesting. So yeah, let's see. From these highs, after sweeping it, we're still creating lower lows and lower highs here. So as long as we can do that, I think the position is fine. But I think once we start breaking structure, then obviously this position is completely chalked.
Bro.
Bro.
Michael, what is this?
I just want 30 points.
And before people are going to say, Kiko, but you're not there, still the position there. We're still in. You can see how close that was to stop loss, but we are still in. We're literally at break even. Oh.
10 o'clock usually brings some volume.
How's that for a range, bro? Chad, the same thing I said again, but like I kept saying, so this could be very bad for us again. 2 things, and that's why I can't close, is because we're making like all of this equal lows here at that monthly. Eventually we're going to push through it with volume. But at the same time, what I also say is we keep testing and we're holding, but every time we bounce, we're going higher and higher and higher after every bounce. So that for me is the problem.
That's a good
this
spot.
thing now is can test, and we are going to do that. But at the same time, as I say, it is equals here at that monthly, so I can't close it. I was there prepared to take the loss. I'm going to be prepared to take the loss, still the same position. I'm so tired of this. But like I say, for those that are there, I mean, you can close out there if you want to, if you're not happy. But I'm going to still stand by this trade. Trade has never been as mentally fatiguing as the past 3 weeks. Not at all. Like this is breaking people. Keys the 30-minute wick.
Bro, US 30, like just do a little pullback. Just do a little pullback for the boys. Like, are we asking for miracles? Good spot there on that kinetic energy, giving a bounce. It's just the opposite of your symmetrical triangle. I still wanted to see this little Timo thing I bought. What time? Okay, 10 o'clock. I'm gonna flip it around. Okay, let's check how much time this is. How did they charge me $180 for this, bro?
Bro, that is so funny though.
Timo dropshipped me, bro.
Bro, they did you so dirty with that.
Yo, Timo dropshipped. Bro, is US 30 gonna take out a weekly high, a daily high, a session high, without any news, without any, bro? Like, I don't understand.
Bro, these markets.
Huh?
Monday's putting a shift in here for us.
Dude, gold on the daily highs, weekly highs, session highs. No news, no fundamentals. How, bro?
It'd be like that.
Huh? It goes against everything like in me. It's literally... What do we have on deck today? We don't have anything.
Another place in the universe, up under different stars. That would be where the Ultra Destiny would come in. Equation-wise, the first thing to do is to consider time as a
Bro, this I'm honestly... Okay, there Naz getting that break. Naz could run now. Naz could run to the upside there. Just be careful, guys. US 30 also.
Stop filled.
Yeah, stopped. That is a stop for me. Nas, like I mentioned, all of that had liquidity, trendline liquidity. At some stage, it's gonna pop with volume. US 30 out. I'm honestly, guys, like dumbstruck. Honestly. We're trading like, yeah. I'm gonna see what we get in that zone. That's gonna be my last potential short zone. And then the rest are all out of zone. Enter German 30 Asia high play. Continuation, I assume, my brother. Nice. Yeah, DAX is completely out of zone for me. There's no areas of interest there. NAS a little bit higher. I think I might get my NAS trade during NYSE. And then I just have Bitcoin. Oh, we just trading higher on vibes, yeah. On
These
indices.
markets are on their own little side quests.
Bro, US 30.
Bro, these markets are gonna take everything out of us.
Buy high, sell low. Breakout.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, my dude. Do I short US 30 one more time though, bro?
Bro, I can't really say anything because I'm still in my short.
Nas. I think it's a little short squeezy here.
Could be, bro. Could be.
It's a little short squeezy.
Also could just be in the long or straight ever to just get a stop loss, but we will see.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Kigo.
Yeah, bro.
The fact that we failed to hold above this 5-day, every time we tried holding above, we failed. I think your trade is looking solid, my brother.
Hey, bro, don't talk dirty to me like that.
I think your trade is solid, my bro. Wait, where did you enter? I'll just monitor that daily point of control. 47.21. Just mark that 47.21. That's the level you need to monitor.
He's playing with me though. It's taking its time to decide what it wants to do.
Yeah, dollar also bouncing off that, guys. Dollar getting a little bit of a bounce from that 5-day. So let's see. Gold. Gold could also be doing a little squishy poo short squeeze. No, but I honestly, Keeks, this is a strong level, my bro.
No, it is,
Honestly,
but
the fact that once,
like
twice,
I said, bro, I wouldn't buy from there. But
I honestly think, I don't think it's a horrific trade. Squeezing the dumplings. Bryce, you're pretty invested into this trade from the looks of it. Bryce is at that stage where you're talking your position up. It's that way you're at your 9 to 5. But you can't actually focus on your work, so you've got your empty 5 here on the side. Then every time you want to start doing some work, it's like, wait, if I look at the trade a little bit, if I look at the trade, it might work out for me.
I'm trading with emotions today.
That way you go to sleep, just watching your MT5 for a little bit. You wake up during the night, you go to the toilet, like, am I still in? Bro, I think I've held trades like that back in the day for like a week.
Bro, but I look back at it and there also was times where I held them and I was like, why the hell did I hold that for so long?
My brother held a trade for 3 weeks. And that's why, like, that killed
Now he's
his
traumatized.
bro. That killed his appetite for trading right there on the spot. He's like, bro, I will never trade again. He's like, for 3 weeks it was hell, bro.
But, and again, think of it though, it was 3 weeks of drawdown. If he held for 3 weeks of profits, I think it would have been a completely different story.
He was like, nah, bro. Yeah, Brian, he was like, nah. I think he put, how much did he put? I think he put like 150k into his trading account. And he phones me the one day. And then I knew immediately, it's like, what's going on with USD CAD? I'm like, talk to me. He's like, nah, he's been holding this thing. And I started laughing. I'm like, hey, why are you holding it? No, you and John were in the cells. This thing ran lacquer and then it turned around. I'm like, we're already out. Then he gets a margin call. And he's like, what should he do? I'm like, you can either put in another 100k. And just, bro, for 3 weeks, just shows you that mean reversion. And after that, he sent me the message the one day. It's like, it's out of the position, money withdrawn, you'll never trade again. Yo, Brian, that man. That one experience.
Traumatized, bro.
Don't even go to him talking about trading. He'll tell you, right, shop, I'll see you at the cross, my brother. Grid. Why do you say grid trading like the Zulu guys?
If possible, could you maybe make your entry, stop loss and TP visible on chart, please? For the future?
Keeks, are we stereotyping Zulu guys now?
What?
Thielen saying enter additional position like the Zulu guys. Hi, Thielen. Oh, Zulu trading. Okay. I'm just messing with you, my brother. The Zulu guys. Zulu's trading.
Bro, I'm an investor at this point.
Yeah, just watch out for the swap fees, Keegs. Might get hit with some swap fees on that bad boy. 130.
Bro, a 1 minute trade, and I've been in this for over an hour.
Ah, Keegi.
What would invalidate this position? I am new to gold, lost 1,100 in Bitcoin and decided to move to other instruments. Anything about gold that's a key difference? Bro, thing is, all charts are basically the same. It's price action. What you analyzing is technicals. So you would analyze technicals the same way you would analyze on every single pair.
Okay.
So the only thing which for me would invalidate this trade, and that's where my stop loss is. So that's half session, half day. If we sweep that, we continue bullish. The minute for me, though, is the same way I talk about invalidating, you can talk about managing, is the minute we trade down now and we take this out, these lows, I can start to bring my stop loss down, because I shouldn't see a run then, because we've had our tests, we've had our bounces, but the minute we can break with closures, I can start to bring that stop in. Then I can start managing the trade. Until that, I've just got to sit here.
BTC. Will you do it for the boys? Dun, dun, dun.
Basically, unfortunately, I got stopped out with gold. Not a good start for the week. Hey, Anzo, where was your stop loss?
Okay, 1 minute last position for me. If we close bullish here on BTC, I will be striking a long ski for the boys ski. Stops are gonna be around about $150, $160. $18 seconds.
Collective, if I was you, I would have never entered at that price action, because remember, when you enter in there now, you enter in a completely different criteria from when I entered.
Okay.
Order rejected.
Why? Why is my order rejected?
Order rejected.
Can I not trade BTC? Can't trade it. Alright, Chad, but anyways.
Keegan, would you be able to assist me with my question? What was your question? Boss man, I really wanted to get a Vaultfunder account, but I'm unsure of the current market condition, if it's a good idea, do you maybe have any advice? My brother, it's the same with anything in life. If you're going to put something off, you're forever going to put something off. You're forever going to find something as an excuse, a reason not to do something. So even with trading, as much as the conditions are tough, I mean, if you can trade these conditions, it makes it easier for you when they calm down. I wouldn't say don't trade now just because it's tough.
Why couldn't I open up that position though?
Please explain it further if you can. My brother, so when I enter the trade, let's just, okay, simple thing here.
Wait, let me just, sorry. Guys, there's the BTC trade. There's the closure. I couldn't enter for some reason on the futures account. I'll phone Brian now. Ask him what's crack-a-lacking there. VWAP there, so basically 1 to 1.5. Or you can just lock in that 1 to 1. I would have gone for this, to be honest. But okay, over to you, Kiki.
Yeah, so first things first, keep in mind, like I said, criteria. So I'm obviously not going to break down my entry criteria, but I entered over there, right? Now, when I've entered there, what do we notice? We've had high of the day being swept, we bouncing off of a weekly pivot, we traded underneath the monthly, and we come in with 2 rejections and my entry, okay? That's how we're looking at that time. After that, what's happened? We've actually now traded back up again, and now we're trading where we're testing and rejecting in a bullish situation. So again, criteria always matters. So when you look at, for example, when I took my position, this was the criteria. When you took your position at 33, I mean, that means you entered here or you entered there, because we weren't there any other time. So you either entered there and there, one of those two. Even if flip, if you entered later somewhere in this, but if you entered in all of this, the criteria is completely different. So when you entered, for example, I wouldn't have got my entry criteria anywhere else here. If anything, I actually would have got there. So the best only other place you could have entered this, which I wouldn't have entered, is that. There would have been entry there, because the only reason I say it would have been better, stop would have been the exact same place where my stop is, but this would have been your risk to reward. That would have been your drawdown with the TP, which if we look at that, you would have actually got pretty close to thingy, so you'd already be break even on the trade. But as I say, when you enter a trade, you can't enter my trade based on the fact of a whole different position later on. Does that make sense? It's the same thing, like just understand it this perspective. You get a guy who goes and buys Bitcoin. He bought Bitcoin at 40,000. You come late to the party and you buy Bitcoin at 100,000. You're not in the same situation as when he was, so you can't follow what he's doing. Does that make sense?
Brian, I think you can't trade crypto futures. Because I check now on the mini, the main, and that's bleak. Okay.
I read a spar now. Getting punched in the face there feels much better than trading right now. Yeah, I'm just stuck in this, guys. Well, there you go. Trump now. The US Navy has been ordered to blockade the strait.
Bro, where was that tweet when I needed it? Yes, bro. Where was that tweet when you needed
It's
it?
got you closer with my CSR looking good out there. No, let's just say, bro, it's not that, for example, the trade 100% could still go bearish, and it could still be a winning trade for you. But the entry, when we talk about entering on a good one and a bad one, and you get a good loss and a bad loss. Bro, I'm so over this trade right now.
US30, you son of a Jaguar. Is Ruan, yeah. Ruan. Where's Ruan? Check this hourly candle. US30 or yeah, guys, sorry man, US30 just came shy of that next level there. I'll just wait. Unfortunately, need to respect the criteria. Nas just in this range. Gold, I'll pull this one out for you, Keeks. I'll pull this one out for you.
Got me there, bro.
see if we can get a little trend line liquidity going there for you. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If we're not going to get away from this 5-day, it could be a short squeezy, poozy, bluesy. And then, yeah, DAX is just nowhere. And then that BTC position, also coming off that low zone here. So all I want to do today is just play this range here. Okay. That's the idea with BTC. Dollar, yeah, dollar still holding that zone. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, here we go for Kigi. Let's see if that trend line. Bombs out. Is that your 200 there, Keeks?
The black one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if that thing gives now, it's gone. US 30, you son of a gun.
And you know, when I think about it, I want that kind of love that changes you from the inside out. The kind of love that flips the script, the kind of love that moves your compass, the kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for.
Bro,
Go to the ends of the earth for.
Talk to
I
me.
can literally
The kind of
feel
love you go to
my hairline pulling back.
the kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for.
Oh, bro.
Go to the ends of the earth for. The kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for.
Well, Marcus make us feel choked on a Monday before 11 a.m.
It's at that trend line, Keeks. This is where the liquidity needs to pop.
So you're telling me this is make or break
This is where the liquid, the iron liquid needs to. US 30. Love you, you son of a gun.
The kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for.
1 minute. Okay, let me just get ready for if it pops. Let me just get ready.
And you know, when I think about it, I want that kind of love that changes you from the inside out. The kind of love that flips the script, the kind of love that moves your compass, the kind of love you go to the ends of the earth for.
Oh, Keegs, it looks like it wants to pop this trend line, my bro. If it pops this trend line, it's gone.
Collective, no, it doesn't mean you just have to be at the same price as when I entered for the criteria to be the same. The market situation, that way, for example, okay, if you analyze that trade now, like if you hit my entry point here now, what would be your analysis of why you entered there now?
Order filled.
Okay, I'm short. Keegs. Last one, going for it.
On?
US 30.
Sheesh.
US 30, get it now. If I can't get it now, I'm not gonna get it this morning. Shay. Can we
Bro,
get
don't
it?
worry. You just, if you like me, You just got like another 2 hours. You just gotta sit in it, and then it might get you to break even.
No, I ideally don't want to. Okay, last US 30 try here for me. I'm just gonna go 1-to-1, guys. Just go a young 1-to-1. That trend line broke on gold, so could be a goodie. Okay, we just need to monitor this area. Do this like that. Technically, this trade can go 1-to-2. There's that trend line break ski. Oh, Kigi. Oh, Kigo. Kigadelio. Keeganasses.
Nothing but a honest day's work, bro.
At 5 they put a shift in for you boys, just blockading the boys there.
Yeah. Okay, guys. First bit of management. Stop is now to under there. I'm actually just gonna put this back where it was so we can have it there, but I'll just move this whole thing. There we go.
Are you reducing your stop, Kigi?
Yeah, boo. Dane. So the thing is, the plan was to hold for 1-to-2. But if I have to be here for another 2 hours, I might stab myself. So I'm just gonna do the 1-to-1. Actually, guys, what I'm gonna do now, I'm actually gonna go completely break even. A reason, just because the fact we got out of this, we obviously have that daily S1, so it could definitely bounce off there, but I'm just gonna go break even. So it now is a risk-free trade. there you have it.
Keys, is that how easy it is?
Just like that, ladies and gents.
Yeah, I can't manage it, yeah. I can't manage it.
Hey, Bryce, nah, bro. I told you, we were investors, yeah. I mean, that's where even the stops perfectly placed. Chris looks like he saw a ghost.
No, I don't know how to put a stop loss. I don't know how to put a stop loss here, my brother. I'm trying to figure it out.
Here we go, ladies. That's me break even.
Bro, I don't know what
But I
is
will
going
take
on
that.
here.
I will take that.
I was pressing buttons here.
So at least after all of that, we didn't lose money. We followed our rules. I will take it.
Oh, it's looking at my collective. Okay. Maybe it's a good idea to find out how to place the stop. Somebody said you can drag it, but I don't. Okay, wait, let's see here. Trade. Because I need to go into a meeting now. Almost. Okay, you break even. Chat, I'm gonna give it. Is this hourly gonna close bullish again? Oh my lord. Another bullish candle. I need closures below there though.
Hey guys, now we get through it.
Order filled.
Yeah, I'm out here, guys. I need to go into a meeting. I wanted ideally after this little pump fake here, I wanted to see us close back inside of this value area. And we're currently holding outside of it. Okay, so same as with Kigo's trade, the thing here is the bounces here aren't getting necessarily weaker. Okay, so initial bounce, second bounce. So this bounce could give you one more and then reverse. The ideal reversal area was from there. So yeah, I'm not gonna let it chop me there. Dollar, beautiful bounce off that 5 day. And then NAS still very consolidative outside of my zone, so still looking short there. DAXy, nothing. DAX out of the zone. Maybe a good thing I couldn't enter BTC. Bounce very short lived there. I would still look for bounces out of this zone unless we start trading strongly through it. But still purely looking for bounce plays there.
Nah, Raven, as I said, it 100% could have just been a go for a retest before it continues lower. But after being in a trade for 2 hours, I don't want to be in that anymore. So, yeah, I'm happy to take a break even, but it still could run. But I'm not risking that now after freaking 2 hours.
Were you in that trade for 2 hours?
2 hours. Or just under hour 45.
Oh, stream for a bit, yeah. Oh dear, that one's gonna hit TP. Nah, I doubt, Brian. I doubt the fact. I think it's a little bit of a short squeeze here. Get everyone excited before the drop. Yeah, gold is out of the zones as well. Yeah, no, there's nothing there on gold for me. Alrighty, Kiki. Closing remarks here.
Nah, guys, simple stuff. As I say, following the rules. That was my trade setup. Took the trade. We had to just stand by it. We got to the chance of going BE. When you look at it, there was a possible entry where I actually could have scaled it in, and that would have been the better entry, as I broke that down a bit earlier. But being first session, I don't want to double down on risk on my first trade of the week. So just how it unfortunately played out for us. As I said, trade could definitely still run. I do believe it is still very much bearish. But again, I always say I want to trade volume. So after being in a trade for 2 hours, I'm prepared to take that risk off the table. You're still giving it the chance by going break even. So didn't want to run yet, and I'm okay with that. So break even, and we're ready to go in New York session.
Beautiful. Brian, sorry man. So if I was in a sell, do I need to put the buy stop? Yeah. Buy stop would then be the stop loss. Am I right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'll phone Brian now.
You're gonna run out of time for your meeting there, bro.
So if I'm in a buy, then the sell stop, and then the sell limit. Okay. It's empty 5 noobs here. Alright. Brian, I'll chat to you shortly. Guys, it is Monday. It's the start of the week. Take it easy. Don't overthink it. We are relatively rangy. Even as US 30, gold, So yeah, let's see. But Kigo, appreciate you, my brother.
Always, Chad.
Chad, we will see you guys. If it's easy, take it twice. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Prodigy, I'll see you guys this afternoon. Peace and love, baby. Cheers.
Cheers, Chad.
Late night, phone in my hand, scrolling through people I don't understand. Everybody looks fine on screen, but it's never how it seems. I laugh, but it doesn't land. Moving fast just to feel something again. Tell me I'm not the only one waiting for the feeling to come. Does anybody else feel this? Hard to name it, hard to miss. If you feel it, don't explain. Just tell me I'm not insane. Does anybody else feel this? Hard to name it, hard to miss. If you feel it, don't explain. Just tell me I'm not insane.
All these setbacks from that, all these concern of hearts. And the way that you always loved, and the way, and that's where you wanted to roll. And all you don't have to think about. And all you don't have to feel about. All these setbacks from that, all these concern of hearts.